how I scaled my business, and I'm not gatekeeping any secrets. I feel like it's my duty of care to sort of help some of the younger individuals coming in the coaching space, as I was myself many moons ago, 8 years ago, and now we're at a place with 9 members of staff in the team and a coaching business that's standard the test of time. And I always say all brands stand a test of time in whatever industry they're in, as the industries change. So how I scaled my business, we're gonna go through the majority of things. So how did it start for me? It started on the gym floor, PT hours. And that was one of the biggest key fundamental roles of me moving into the online space. And a lot of online coaches, when they're not doing so well, they're against going on the gym floor to gain some experience. And yes, one's online coaching, one's in person, but there's transferable skills from connecting with people in person and highlighting people's problems within the fitness journey, which you can take away and allow you to build your content for your online journey off the back of that. So there's a lot of things you can take away from doing PT hours if you're not a busy coach, essentially. How that helped me was PT hours allowed me to connect with fitness individuals, understand the gen population's problems, and over years it allowed me, by working PT hours, to say, oh, that's the problem, I know how to solve that, because that's been presented to me X amount of times. And that's one of the biggest things I'm very grateful for doing PT hours. One, it allowed me to connect with people. It allowed me to adjust my personality to the different clientele I was working with at hand, which is very transferable into my online business because we work with people from different walks of life. So then PT hours were pivotal. When it came to me moving fully online, I then was able to retarget them PT clients because they had a deed of trust because they had paid me and used my services before, and then offer them my online services. So that again got me one foot in the door, and I had a lot of my PT clients become online clients. So PT hours for me were quite pivotal. One, from assessing who I'm potentially going to work with. Two, from building that deed of trust to retarget them. And three, just from understanding the industry and how it operates and works. One of the other things I did to scale my business was a lot of reinvestment into education to obtain elite results. If you go on my coaching page, Jace_345 or Team Jace, you'll see there is tons and bundles of results. And how I scaled my business was I've got really good at hitting the target. And if you hit the target once, you can hit the target again. And if you hit the target, someone will tell someone else how good you are. Let your brand speak for itself. So education, reinvesting into myself. How do I obtain elite results? When I didn't know something, I would ask someone that was in a better position for me and I would take notes. I would observe, I would shadow people. I was the biggest thief in the room. I could go in the room and steal all the knowledge and take it to myself and apply it to my clients. So education is pivotal. Even now, my coaches, they have platforms, they have coaching platforms. If you're interested, message me, I'll let you know what they are. They're signed up to subscripted coaching platforms that offer education because you don't know everything. When you stop learning is when you stop growing. So essentially, putting PT hours on the gym floor, taking that knowledge, acquiring it, marketing myself, putting it out online, finding my target market just due to I know who I want to work with. Education, reinvesting in my education, upskilling my knowledge, having the confidence to deliver a result. If someone messages me now they want to get in shape, I know without hesitation I can hit the target. Trading my time. Another thing which I learned very early on is I needed to trade my time. There's a big stuck up notion now of starting out coaches. I'm not going to coach anyone for free, bro. Don't want to do that, bro. That's my time, bro. I coach more people for free than you could imagine. Why? I needed a deed of trust. I needed people to say, this guy knows what he's talking about. This guy knows what he's doing. I needed testimonials. Say, for example, I coached 10 people. Everyone gave me a testimonial. Everyone gave me a transformation result. That was my route to market. 10 people that I coached had 1,000 followers, for example. I got them to share their result. I've now been seen to 10,000 people. We look at organic marketing structures. That journey started from trading my time for a result, for a deed of trust, for some social proof. So don't be scared if you're starting out to trade your time. And if you're heavily and you've got 30, 40, 50 clients, don't be scared to trade your time in the sense of going above and beyond for your clients. Meeting up once a month, doing community meetups. Yes, it's your time. Yes, you're not getting paid for it, but you know what's going to improve? The client lifetime value. They're going to stay with you longer. It's going to limit churn rate. So if you're a client with 30, 50 clients, my advice is you should be meeting up with 4 to 5 clients in a group setting, So they can all liaise with each other, they can all bounce off each other, all talk to each other, because that's going to build a community culture, camaraderie. That's going to help massively. That's going to keep everyone in the team. And again, when people see that on socials, they're going to think, fuck, I want to be a part of these team. I always say to people, if you're signed up at a gym, a bodybuilding gym, and everyone's close-knit and everyone gets to know you're signed up at a pure gym, you just check in and go and whatnot. I say to people, it's easy to leave a gym. It's hard to leave a community. So let's create communities, because people do not leave their safe space where they feel good. So the trading in time was definitely pivotal to scaling my business as well. And also self-investment. Like I said, it's not just self-investment from an educational standpoint, self-investment in everything I did, everything I wanted to put out, education, the level of content I wanted to put out on the social media, the way I was seen, the way I would dress, myself, my personal, my knowledge, my mindset. I was upskilling every element of myself on this journey for the first few years. I would surround myself with people who are higher and above me to ensure that I'm acquiring the knowledge and really, really self-investing into myself so I'm the best version of myself. Because I say, when you're in your coach brand, you have to be the leader of the pack. You have to be mentally strong. You have to be physically strong. Your legs need to be strong. Your brain needs to be strong. That all comes from self-investing and making yourself the best version of yourself. So self-investment was huge for me. Getting a lot of experience very early on, educating myself very early on, trading my time for free very early on, self-investing very early on. These are all things that allowed me to grow at a very fast rate. Then on the back of that, when we got good stead, we got good flow, we got good results, we had a good referral, it was a time to step it up and hire a mentor. I've had a mentor since 2019. It's 2025. I've still got mentors in different sectors of my life and in different businesses of my life. I like to learn from those who have made the mistakes before me, because it prevents me from making the same mistakes. If I don't make the mistakes, I have more time, more hours in the day to focus on the priority money makers in my business. I will forever use a mentor. I will forever outsource knowledge. I will forever pay someone for their time if they've done something which I haven't done, because they're going to see the bottlenecks and problems and help me be able to solve them. So that's one of the reasons why we managed to scale so quickly, just by reinvesting the majority of what we made in year 1 and year 2 back into the business, but also community culture. When I was coaching, and I am still coaching, we are huge on community culture. And like I say, I'm huge on people leave a gym, they won't leave a community. I'm fond, Weight Watchers, terrible gym service, terrible dietitian service. No one leaves. They like the community, don't they? So it's all about community culture and following them models with a more personable touch. So what would I do in the early days? I would do meetups, I would train with clients, I'd do team photo shoots, I'd do team dinners. I wanted to build the biggest and strongest community I could ever build. And you know what happened when I built that? Marketing was easy, because I still think your strongest marketing method is referrals. A lot of our clients were coming through the door, referrals. Oh, Tony told me about you. Oh, Sarah had this community there, it was amazing. Boom, 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 boom. It all just had a snowball effect. Community culture is the carrier. Brands need a community, Brands stand the test of time. Through COVID, XYZ, my community carried me because they believed in the brand. They bought into the brand, they bought into the product, they bought into the service, they bought into myself. So community culture. And like I said, off the back of community culture comes trust, of trust comes referral. People buy into the deed of trust. People trust their friends. When their friends say, oh, that service was great, they're gonna buy into that because, they've got the certified stamp from their friend. So trust and referrals are one of the reasons why we got so busy so quickly. And then obviously, this is a big one, is knowing our target market. One, we knew who we could help. And I was very understanding very early on. And obviously I competed, I was a bodybuilder. Our brand is 60% lifestyle, 40% competitive. So we fish in 2 markets, and you're always gonna catch more fish when you fish in 2 ponds, essentially. But I always say, when people say to me, Jace, I wanna coach elite athletes, I'm not really keen on lifestyle, I say, you're crazy, you're ludicrous. What are you talking about? Understanding in this coaching game, the elite pool is this big. The lifestyle pool is this big. Fish in the bigger pond. This will come, fish in the bigger pond. Essentially, more money in the bank, more clients on the book, more client results, the brand's gonna go quicker. So I always say, know your target market. I didn't market to competitors, I fell into it. I turned a few of my friends into competitors, the brand grew, but my market from the very start was always, how are we gonna surf lifestyle? How are we really gonna hit that target market? We used to run We used to have a list of keywords on the board, and every bit of content would use keywords, tummy fat, just words that would really, we'll keep that in, words that really resonated with who we were speaking with. So we knew our target market were lifestyle, and elite lifestyle is what we coined it now. So we knew that, we stayed true to that. But what I'm seeing nowadays and trends on social media is people got a target market, some big guru starts speaking about something, you change your message, which you've been sending to your target market for 2 to 3 years. You change your message, the deed of trust switches off, they start watching someone else. You come back to it, you don't really stand on your word, you lose the deed of trust. So choose your target market, market towards it, stay key in your ethos, stay key in your company values, and stand on your message, because like I say, brands stand the test of time, and we've been preaching the same message for 8 years. Elite results, lifestyle results with a few competitors, not jeopardizing health. That's us, nothing else. If you want to do your carnivore diet, go elsewhere, because we believe in carbohydrate-based diets, sustainable diets that work for us. And we've been very strict with our target market. So find your message, find your market, and stick with it. The biggest one, social media presence. Understanding that socials, content is cash, content is king. Yeah? Social media presence. Have you got a presence on social media? Now you've spent years of building yourself, getting experience, self-developing, getting results. You've got industry authority. You can sell on the back of industry authority. You've now got industry authority. How can we put that across on social media? I always say, plan your social media. You've got 3 pillars of your company. Personal message, professional message, educational message. When I look at my Instagram, I'm like, well, this content, we're going to put it out because that's going to represent my professional message. This content, we're going to push it out because that's going to represent my personal message. This content, we're going to push it out because that's going to represent my education message. That's how we plan our content, because someone's going to buy into me personally, or someone's going to buy into my professional message because they like the results, or someone's going to buy into the education because they can learn from it. So we knew how to target social media. We knew what worked for us. We knew how to reach our audience. We knew what keywords worked. We knew what copy worked. We knew the schedule we needed for our business. So social media presence is key. Confidence on camera, confidence I can deliver a result, confidence in my words aligning to every client I get through the door, confidence being that person that my client looks up to, that he can land the job. Build out self-confidence. If you're not a confident person, reinvest into yourself. Build that confidence, because that's going to grow the brand. Social media presence and confidence, they go hand in hand. The more confident you are on social media, the more people buy into you. You sell on the back of that. So let's round it up slightly. We've gone years ago. We've gained our experience on PT hours. We spent a few years educating ourselves. We've traded our time in the early years. We've self-invested into ourselves. We've hired mentors. We've learned from those before us. We've built a community culture. We've got trust and referral schemes in place. We've got a target market. We've got great social media presence. We've got confidence. Just in hindsight, we're a brand now. I'm fully booked. There's nothing else I can do as a coaching man, but I really want to make an impact in this world, and I really want to see what I can do. You know, I've been put on this world to see what I can do with a company which I've built. I want to hire. I want to scale even more, so I want to hire. You know, here, by this point, ready a 6-figure company. Ready a mid six-figure company. So what we're going to do here, we've got the resources to hire, we're going to hire. What do I hire? We look at building out a team. It's easier to grow as a team, it's harder to grow alone, essentially. So we're going to hire, we're going to build a team. Where do I start in the early years? All right, I'm going to hire a coach. Now I've got 4, probably 5 by the time this comes up, but we've got 4. We're going to hire a coach. That's the first thing, because that allows us to cater to the demand that's coming through the door, and it alleviates a bit of work, stress, and pressure off me. So I'm going to hire a coach to take a bit of that pressure. Also, it can be used as a low ticket offer. If someone can't afford a high ticket offer, we've got a coach that offers a low ticket offer at the same premium service, but their experience is less, and that's why it's cheaper. So we've now got 2 options on the table, because when you have one offer on the table and it's priced too high, essentially, if they can't afford it, they're going to the next coach. But we wanted to keep all the potential leads within the business, so we funnel you down to the coach at a more affordable price. We don't lose the business, we grow as a brand. So hiring, the first thing I did was hire a coach. Worked extremely well. That coach got to 50 clients, we hired another coach. That coach got to 50 clients, we hired another coach. That coach is at 38 clients, they will be at 50 by January, we'll hire another coach. Every time a coach in my business hits 50 clients, we hire a coach. What did we do after hiring a coach? We hired a full-time editor and videographer that covers the content for the team, because we know social media presence is important. I can expect my coaches to do it, but I wanted to cover it because then there's a demand from my end to theirs. Social media present, we hired a videographer. There's no reason why we can't have a strong social media present with some great results. What did that lead to? More inquiries, more signups. Sweet, videographers here, 4 coaches are here. Time restraints are coming in. I'm busy managing, delegating. I've got 3 other businesses. I can't do consult calls. I hire a sales closer who specializes in closing the deals and explaining our services. So we've now got 4 coaches, video editor, sales closer. So you're looking at that. It takes a bit of pressure off me. It allows me to focus on what I'm good at, networking with people, building out content to resonate with guys like you and get people through the door for my other businesses and get my coaches busy. That worked extremely well. All right, busy. I'm trying to manage an editor. I'm trying to manage a videographer, trying to manage 5 coaches. I hired management, brand manager, full-time salary, brand manager. Best thing I've ever done. Manages the brand, looks at the back end of my system, looks at my KPIs, looks at my profit and losses, looks at my accounts, does everything for me. Got myself into a position where I could then take a bit of income, invest it in the brand, and hire a manager. Manager manages a team, delegates from me to the team, keeps a good relationship with the team because I'm not telling them what to do. The manager is. She delegates to them. They follow the task. They complete the task, follow every single instruction set. They obtain more clients. So now the brand is running on autopilot. So as you can see, we're building out a team here from the very start. And then eventually, what happens now? The team runs itself. And then I look into, not now, in the future, potentially 10 years, stepping out because the business is on autopilot, because it's managed. In this time, it's probably going to have 9, 10 coaches, so I can step out and focus on other things. So that is how I scaled my business from the start, from making my first £1,000 month. We've done over £1 million in sales. We're a mid 6-figure company with a team of 9 people. And that's how I honestly scaled my business.